Hi everyone. This is our second question session. In this session, we will cover all the questions of heat and work transfer, which we have discussed in last lecture. That is chapter number 3 of thermodynamics. Let's start with question number 1. Question number 1 is in a constant temperature process at 70 moles of an ideal gas at temperature 354 Kelvin attains a final volume V2. Uh, Work input during the process is this initial volume this of the gas approximately satisfy the volume equation following relation. So it is mentioned here that the constant temperature process, since the process constant temperature, so it means that it is isothermal process. Okay, next it is mentioned that input during the process is itna. So you have provided with work input, and final volume is V2, initial volume is V1, approximately. Okay, you know that the relation of work for isothermal is M or nRT ln of V2 by V1. So you are given that the work done is 206 kilojoule. Okay, is equal to number of moles 70 moles. 70 moles means 0.07 kilojoule into 8.314 kilojoule per kg per kilomole Kelvin. Okay, and temperature is 354 into ln of V2 by V1 as given. Okay, so we should calculate these values first. Let me open the calculator. 206 divided by 0.07 equal to divided by 8.314 divided by 354. So here you get ln V2 by V1 is nearly equal to almost equal to 1. Okay, so you can write V2 by V1 is equal to E. Okay, so V2 is equal to E times of V1. Okay, so option C is correct here. Okay, option B, in option B it is given V1 is equal to EV2, which will be incorrect. If you don't keep an eye for that, you will mark the incorrect option. Okay, next question number 2. An ideal gas at pressure P0 and temperature T0 undergoes a reversible isothermal compression and attains at a pressure P1 isothermal compression. Okay, pressure P1, the characteristic gas constant are, net heat transfer during the process is. So although I haven't mentioned you about the heat transfer during the process, I will tell you here now that we will discuss the heat transfer in the class in next lectures. But let me tell you, since it is asked net heat transferred, so for isothermal process, since the process is isothermal, the isothermal process net heat transfer is equal to net work. Okay, so you can simply calculate net work transfer here, and you can get our answer. So work done is equal to, so at any initial point like RT node ln of, okay, so this is P1 upon P2. Okay, initial pressure is P node upon P1 is final pressure. Okay, so this is the equation of work for isothermal process. Okay, so what is given in the question, that if we draw a PV diagram, so it is given that is compressed isothermal compression means this follows the process from state O, that is P node T node, to the state 1, that is P1. Okay, P1, and temperature is still T node. Okay, so we can write the work equation as this. Okay, so from this we can see that it will follow this relation. So option C is correct. For question 3, a person start a 60-watt table fan in an insulated room of volume 86.4 meter cube. The person expects to cool the room from 32 degrees Celsius, pressure 100 kilopascal, and allows the fan to rotate for 4 hours. After 4 hours, the person will find the room is okay. So this is interesting question. So let's say that this is our system, or this is our room. Okay, in the room we have placed a fan, a table fan, which is of 60 watt. Okay, is an insulated room is insulated. Okay, and the volume of the room is equal to 86.4 meter cube. Okay, next thing is the temperature of the room is equal to 32 degrees Celsius, and pressure is 100 kilopascal, which is near about atmospheric. Allow the fan to rotate 4 hours, and the time of operation is equal to 4 hours. Okay, so I have told you earlier that heat transfer is here what will happen, that the amount of work we have provided to the fan will all be converted to the heat. Okay, because that work will be stored in the room. Okay, so net heat provided will cause the increase in temperature, which can be calculated by mcv delta t. Why cv? Because this is the constant volume system. Okay, so the net amount of heat, how do we calculate net amount of heat? So net amount of heat we can calculate using like how much is the output of this fan to the number of hours it operates. Okay, so 60 watt means 60 joule per second. 60 joules per second means for 4 hours, so we can convert 4 hours into 4 into 3600 seconds. Okay, and divide by 1000. This will give us the required value in kilojoule. Okay, now we can write this as m, mass. For mass we need to calculate the density of the gas. For density we can use, so you all know PV is equal to mRT, so you can write P is equal to m upon V. M upon V is density, RT. So from here we can calculate rho is equal to, so 32 degrees Celsius we can change 32 in degrees Celsius by adding 273 to it into Kelvin, that is 305 Kelvin. Okay, 305. So using this, and our value of R is given 0.287. Okay, we have done R into T inverse into pressure. Pressure is given as 100 kilopascal, so we got the density as 1.1424. okay, itne kg per meter cube. So we can use the density, multiply it with volume, that is 86.4, and we can get the mass. Okay, so mass is 98.7 into cv, which is provided, into delta t. Now delta t we have to calculate from here. Okay, so we'll multiply mass with the cv 0.718. okay, and 1000 divided by 60 divided by 4. So we get delta T is equal to 12.19 degrees Celsius or Kelvin, whatever you want to say. Okay, so we know, since delta T comes out to be positive, or we can't say it like that, since we have provided work to the room, work in the system, then total work is converted to the heat, so temperature of the room will increase, so room will turn hotter by approximately 20 degrees Celsius. This option A will be correct. Okay, next is the net output of the cycle, 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 shown in the figure is. Okay, so we have to calculate net work output. Okay, so what is net work output? Net work output is the area under PV curve. Okay, so one more thing I would like to mention here, for a cycle, like if we consider from point 1 to point 2, then point 2 to point 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 1. Okay, so if it is a expansion process, you should consider it as positive. If it is a compression process, you should consider this as negative. Okay, so let's start with the network. Net is equal to work done from 1 to 2 plus work done from 2 to 3 plus work done from 3 to 4 plus work done from 4 to 5 plus work done from 5 to 6 plus work done from 6 to 1. Okay, so we will calculate from starting with from 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is constant volume process. We can see that it is a constant volume process. Okay, so work done is 0 plus 2 to 3. 2 to 3 is expansion process. For expansion and constant pressure, that is constant pressure expansion, so the work done value will be positive. And positive, how much positive? Pressure into delta V. Pressure is 3 into delta V is 2 minus 4, 2, 3 into 2. Okay, plus 2 to 3. 2 to 3 you have calculated. 3 to 4. 3 to 4 is constant pressure, constant volume again, then 0 plus 4 to 5. 4 to 5 is compression process, compression constant pressure, so this will be negative. Negative 4 into change in volume is only 1. Okay, then 5 to 6 again constant volume pressure 0, sorry, work done 0. And from 6 to 1 again it is compression, and so the value will be negative 2 into change in volume is 1. Okay, so we will solve this equation. So 6 minus 5 minus 2 minus 2, we will get here minus 1. And this is in terms of bar meter cube. So let me check it. I think I have made some mistake here. Sorry, here it is minus 4 into 4. This will be minus 4, so answer will be 0. Hence we can see from here that net work done for the cycle 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 is 0 kilojoule. Okay, originally as I have calculated, this value will be coming in bar meter cube, so we can convert bar meter cube in, like convert bar to kilopascal. That will be when we multiply it by 100, so this will be 0 into 100, still it will be 0. Okay, kilojoule, sorry, kilopascal meter cube. Okay, so this still value will be 0, so option C is correct for this question. Next we will move to question number 5. 1 kilogram of perfect gas at 15 degrees Celsius and 100 kilopascal is heated to 45 degrees Celsius by constant pressure process first, and second is constant volume process. Cp is given, heat added in the constant volume, and constant processes are. Okay, so let's say that you have increased the so you are given mass is equal to 1 kg. Okay, initial temperature T1 is equal to 15 degrees Celsius, T2 is equal to 45 degrees Celsius. So you can calculate delta T. Delta T is equal to 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, now the first is heat transfer is constant volume is equal to mcv delta T. mcv delta T is equal to, now mass is 1, cv you are provided, so cv is not given, so you can use the relation cp minus cv is equal to r, and can calculate value of cv from here. Okay, so we can calculate r value of r is 0.2968 minus value of cp 1.042. okay, so the value of cv will be coming to 0.7452. okay, you will we can use this value of cv and multiply it with temperature difference 30, so we will obtain the value of q is equal to 22.356 itne kilojoule. okay, and if we calculate constant pressure, heat transfer at constant pressure, then we can use mcp delta T, and value of cp we are given it 1.042 into temperature difference of 30, we will get the value of 31.26 kilojoule. 31.26, so option is correct. okay, next we will be moving to question number 6. It is match the list, match list, and let's see. So work done is a point function, path function, obviously the path function. Thermal equilibrium indicates the equality of temperature, of course. Internal energy is a point function. No work and heat interaction is for isolated system. 2413. Option number A is correct. okay, now we will move to next question. Specific heat at constant pressure of the helium is given. So cp of helium is given to be this, and its molecular weight is given to be 4 kg per kilomole. okay, the specific heat at constant volume of helium. okay, so we are asked about cv, so we know the relation cp minus cv is equal to r, and r here is characteristic gas constant. okay, so we can we are given provided with the value of cp, that is 5.19, and we have to find value of cv, and for r we can use for characteristic gas constant we can write it in terms of universal gas constant divided by molecular weight. okay, so 8.314 divided by m is given as 4. okay, so we can calculate cv directly. 5.19 minus 8.314 divided by 4, so we will get cv is equal to 3.1115. okay, moving to next question. Next question is also a match list. A closed system undergoes the process from one state to another state. okay, so path function. okay, so path function is our work and heat, and point function is our 3 and 4, 1 2 3 4. okay, so this is it. Next is 10th question number 10. A electric heater is put inside an insulated chamber containing a gas. okay, so this is electric heater, it is put inside the insulated chamber. okay, consider the system boundary A and B as shown in the figure. We have heat transfer across surface A and B. okay, so we can see that since the chamber is isolated, there is no heat interaction across surface A. okay, but there is work interaction. Work is there, heat is not there. And as for system B, there is no work but there is heat. okay, so we can see heat transfer across A, work transfer across B, work transfer across A, and work heat transfer across B. okay, so option D is correct. There is work transfer across A and heat transfer across B. So you get this, I think. Okay, so move to next question. Question number 11. A system containing air undergoes a change of state from P1 V1 to P2 V2 whose values are this and this, okay, respectively. The process undergone by the system is, okay, so what we have to do, okay, so I have already told you that there is a standard relation PV की power k is equal to constant which is applicable for all the processes, okay. So we will apply this in this case. So pressure is 0.5 into volume is 0.287 की power k is equal to P2 0.1 into 1.435 की power k, okay. So what we can do here, we can do like we can remove this. So 5 is equal to 1.435 divided by 0.287 की power k, and we can take total log. So all we can also take ln of 5 is equal to k times of ln of 1.435 times of 0.287. Okay, so we will solve this value. So 1.435 divided by 0.287 we will get as 5, and so we will get k is equal to 1. So k is equal to 1 for isothermal process. So the process is isothermal. Okay, so next move to question number 12. A mixture of ice and water is containing in a piston cylinder arrangement as shown in the figure. Steam is applied to the base of the cylinder and piston is allowed to move as the ice melt. The heat Q and work W for the system ice plus water. Okay. Okay, there is one mistake I made earlier, I think, in question number 1. So it is given that work input, it is given as work input during the process. So work input is it should be minus 206. So we will get minus ln v2 by v1, and so v2 by v1 is equal to 1 by e, and hence we will get v1 is equal to e times of v2. That is option B, and note this option C. You should correct this option. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. We will move to again come back to the same question, this one. So we can see in this question that since heat is supplied to the system, so by sign convention, so heat supplied is termed as positive, so Q should be greater than 0. Now if we talk about the heat, work, so when the ice melt, you should know that volume of ice is like density of ice is less than density of water. So for same volume, the same mass, the volume of ice is more than that of the water. So when ice will melt, the level of water level will fall. Okay, so the piston will come down. Hence the work done on the system, so the work here is done on the system by the surrounding, not vice versa. Hence work done will be less than 0. Hence option number C is correct. Okay, you can join my Telegram group. Gate for nickel for gate, or I will just share the QR code to you, and you can scan it if you want to join the Telegram group. Let me share it with you. Okay, so I will upload the Telegram link, channel link later, and you can ask your questions on the Telegram. Okay, so it's I will create a chat group. Okay, next we will move to question number 13. Question number 13, an ideal gas expands isothermally. So it's given expands isothermally, so work done will definitely be positive. And from a volume v1 to volume V2, then the compressed to original volume V1 adiabatically. Okay, so let's draw the PV diagram first. In question like this, where it is mentioned to have multiple processes, you should directly draw a PV diagram. It would be much more comfortable this way. Okay, so it is given that from V1 to V1 expands isothermally. Okay, so let's say that it expands isothermally from V1 to V2. Okay, from 1 to 2 it expands isothermally. Okay, temperature is equal to constant. Okay, next, then it is compressed to volume V1. Okay, so it is compressed to original volume V1 adiabatically. So if the process of compression is adiabatic and it's compressed to same volume, then its slope should be, for adiabatic, slope is gamma times higher than that of isothermal. So I think you all should get to this point, that the curve should be something like this, and the process 2 to 3 will be carried in this way. Okay, next it is mentioned adiabatically initial pressure is P1, that is P1. Okay, and original and the final pressure is P3. Okay, that is the total work done is W. Okay, so we have to tell the relation of temperature P1 and P3, and the amount of work will be positive or negative. Okay, so let's see it here. So if we see amount of work, so let's say that amount of, what is work is the area under PV curve when projected on the volume axis. So this area should be the work if the only isothermal curve is there. Okay, but since there is also an adiabatic curve, so let me show it in this way. Okay, so this will be the should be the area which will be the amount of work done which is done when only the process 1 to 2 is available. Okay, and since it is expansion, the work done should be positive. But there is another thing available, that is this work done due to the process of 3 to 2, and this work done is negative. So you get total of net of negative work done. Okay, so let me write it here. Work done into 1 2 is positive. Okay, and work done from 2 to 3 is negative. And one more thing, work done from 2 to 3 is greater than work done from 1 to 2. So what would this imply? This imply that work done net will be less than 0, will be negative. Okay, and as we are talking about pressure, so we can see clearly from here that P3 is greater than P1. So P3 is greater than P1 and work done is less than 0. So this is the correct option. Okay, next we will move to question number 14. A gas expands in a frictionless piston cylinder arrangement. Okay, the gas expands, we should remember this. The expansion process is very slow. It means quasi-static, and is restricted by ambient pressure of 100 kilopascal. Okay, during the expansion process, the pressure of the system remains constant at 300 kilopascal. The change in the volume of gas is 0.01 meter square. The maximum amount of work that could be utilized from the above process is. Okay, so it is asked to calculate the net work done that we can obtain. Okay, so this is the system here. Okay, so this is a cylinder, and here it is the piston arrangement, cylinder piston arrangement, and it is given that the pressure of the system is 300 kilopascal. Okay, and so let's say P1 is equal to 300 kilopascal and P naught atmospheric pressure is equal to 100 kilopascal. Okay, now there is a change in volume of dV is equal to, or I can directly say delta V is equal to 0.01 meter cube. I have to calculate net work. Okay, so work done net what can we write about work done net? Work done net will be work done by system plus work done by surrounding. Okay, or we can directly say okay, we can also say this. So work done due to both of things will be net work done. Okay, so work done due to, okay, so not like this. Okay, let me tell you another way. So net work done will be work done due to pressure P1, work done due to pressure P1 plus work done due to pressure P node. Okay, so work done due to pressure P node is like, since the process is constant, pressure is always remain constant, so P delta V, that will be, and hence since it is expansion, the pressure into delta V, this will be positive 0.01, and from P node, so from due to P node, so for P node this will be that like work done on the system. Okay, so because P node is acting outside the system, so we will consider this to be negative. Okay, so minus 100 into 0.01. Okay, so we will get 2 kilojoule. Okay, so we will be moving to next question, which is question number 15. A net work done for a closed system shown in the following, in the given pressure volume diagram is. Okay, so we have to calculate net work done for this closed system. Okay, so for a closed system, the net work done for a closed system, work done net area of loop. Okay, so this area here will provide us with, what will it provide with this? Will provide with net work done. Okay, so here we can see there are two triangles. Okay, triangle ABC and triangle BCD, sorry, ACD. Okay, so we will what we can write, W net is equal to 2 into area of triangle ABC. Okay, is equal to 2 into half into base. What will be base? Base will be our 6 minus 2, and what is the height? Height is 6 minus 4, minus 4. So what we can get here, 4 into 2 is equal to, okay, so there is something, okay, sorry for mistake here. So both triangles have different height. I forgot about this, I didn't look into this. Okay, so plus area of triangle ACD. Okay, so area of triangle ACD will be half into base will be again 6 minus 2, but height will be 4 minus 1. Okay, so this will be equal to half into 4 into 2 plus 3, 5 is equal to 10 kilojoule. Okay, sorry, 10. This will be, since the pressure in bar and volume in meter cube, so we can write it as 1000 kilojoule. Okay, or 1000 Newton meter. Answer is D. Okay, so moving to question number 16. A cyclic process ABC for an ideal gas is shown in VT diagram. The same process on PV diagram will be represented by. Okay, so look at, next we will transform it onto PV diagram. So if we want to transfer into onto PV diagram, so we can already see one thing, that since this AC process is constant temperature. Okay, since this is constant temperature, so we will have a constant temperature process. Okay, constant temperature process like this. Okay, so this process will now which point will be A and which point will be C. So we can see the volume decreasing, so it should be like this, volume is decreasing point, this is the point A, This is point C. Okay, now after that we can see that here it is line AB. For AB, what we can say, that volume is proportional to T. What would mean what will this happen? This happen when pressure is equal to constant. Okay. So since pressure is constant, so we can write AB at pressure is constant. Now see one more thing. At AB, from A to B, the volume increasing. So this is the way to go. Okay. So from A to B. Okay. Now one last process, B to C. In B to C, volume is constant. You can see that volume is constant. So you can draw the similar thing here. B to C, volume is constant. Okay. So we get this diagram ABC. This diagram. So option D is correct. Okay. Next we will moving to question number 17. Question 17 is, if PdV and minus VdP for an thermodynamic system of an ideal gas on valuation gives the same quantity during the process, then the process undergoing system is. Okay, so this PdV, I have already told you that this is the work done for a closed system. This minus VdP we get for a open system. If there is open system, like in closed system for PV diagram, if there is a curve like this, so the area under the curve projected on the volume axis is called is the work done for closed cycle. But for open cycle, for similar curve, the area projected on pressure axis is called work done. Okay, so work done for open cycle is equal to what is minus of VdP. Okay, so it is saying here that for thermodynamic system of an ideal gas on valuation gives the same quantity during the process. Okay, so it is saying that both work done will give same process. Okay, either PdV or minus VdP will give the same quantity during the process. Then the process undergone by the system is. Okay, so what should the process, so such that the value should be same. Okay, so let's talk about the isothermal system. So for isothermal, how will you show the isothermal process on PV diagram? For PV diagram, isothermal process is rectangular hyperbola. So for rectangular hyperbola, you either take its projection on the x-axis or on the y-axis. The area will be same. So the answer here will be isothermal. Okay. Moving to next question, question number 18. The heat transfer in a thermodynamic cycle of a system consisting of 4 processes are successively this, and this. Net change of internal energy of the system will be. Okay, so since it is mentioned that heat transfer in thermodynamic cycle, since it is mentioned the term cycle, and it has also asked you about the change in internal energy of the system. So internal energy change is 0 in case of cycle. Okay, so you can actually choose option B. Next, 19th, two ideal heat engine cycles are represented in the given figures. Assume VQ is equal to QR. Okay, VQ is equal to QR, though both are equal. And PQ is equal to QS. PQ is equal to QS. Okay. UP is equal to PR is equal to RT. Okay. If the work interaction for the rectangular cycle WV RU is equal to 48 Newton meter. Okay. Then the work interaction for the other cycle PST will be. Okay, so let's look into this. let's say this dimension be A, this is B, B, C, 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 and this is all. Okay, so we are provided with 2A into 2C, okay, is equal to 48. Okay, so to A into C is equal to 12. Okay, we can get AC is equal to 12. Now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate PST. What is PST? PST. PST is the area of PST. Area of PST is equal to half into base. Base is 2C into height is 2A. This will be 2AC is equal to 24 Newton meter. Okay, I hope you get this solution. We will be moving to next question. Okay, so this is our next question. Gas expands from pressure P1 to pressure P2 if the process of expansion is isothermal. The volume at the end of expansion is okay. So for isothermal process, P into V is equal to constant. Okay, it means that P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and here P1 into V1 we have to give, we have been provided with 0.55 is equal to P2 is given as P1 upon 10 into V2. So from here we will obtain V2 is equal to 5.5 meter cube. So let me correct the options here. This okay, so here the decimal will be 5.5 5.5 meter cube. Okay, so this will be the answer B. Next, this is a linked data question. A system undergoes the three quasi-static processes subsequently as indicated in the figure 1-2 is an isobaric process, 2-3 is a polytropic process with n is equal to, okay, so we will just mention it. 2-3 is an polytropic process, n is equal to 1.4. okay, and process 3-1 is isothermal. T is equal to constant, P is equal to constant. Okay, the following data may be used. P1 is equal to P2 is equal to 4 bar, P3 is equal to 1 bar, and V1 is equal to, okay, the volume of the system at the state 2. Okay, so for process process 1 to 2, what it is, the pressure is equal to constant. It means that okay, since pressure is constant, so volume is directly proportional to temperature, but we don't know anything about temperature at point 1, 2, 3 anywhere. So okay, no problem. We will move to, since we don't know temperature at any point, point 1 or 2, let's start with the point 3, process 1-3. For process 1-3, since it is isothermal, so we can say PV is equal to constant. Okay, so pressure at 1 is 4 bar, volume at 1 is 1 meter cube is equal to pressure at 2 is 1 bar into volume is V3. So from here we get V3 is equal to 4 meter cube. Okay, so from in process 2 to 3, process 2 to 3 is polytropic. For polytropic, we know PV to power n is equal to constant. Okay, so at point 2, pressure is 4 bar into volume. We have to calculate power n is 1.4 is equal to P1 is 1 bar into volume is 4 की power 1.4. So from here we get V2 by 4 की power 1.4 is equal to 4. Okay, from here we can calculate, like we can take log, and then we will get 1.4 ln of V2 upon 4, or we can directly use it like this. V2 is equal to 4 times of 4 की power 1 by 1.4. Okay, so we will calculate this value. Let's do it. 4 to the power 1.4 to inverse, okay, into 4. So the answer we will get, no, there is some problem here. I have made a mistake somewhere. Okay, sorry, this should be 1 by 4. Okay, 1 by 4 divided by 16. So we get V2 is equal to 4 to the power 1.4 reciprocal divided by 4.67. Just give me a moment, there is something. Sorry, I have made a mistake here. I corrected that, but made another mistake. 4 into 1 by 4 t power 1 upon 1.4. Okay, now it is correct. 4 divided by 4 to the power 1 by 1.4. So we get V2 is equal to 1.486. Okay, this meter cube. So we get the answer D. And for question number 26, we have to calculate the net heat interaction for the cycle in kilojoule. So since it is a cycle, so net work interaction will be equal to net heat interaction. We can calculate the area. So okay, so Q cycle is equal to W cycle. We can calculate it with add it all. Work done from 1 to 2 plus work done from 2 to 3 plus work done from 3 to 1. Okay, so from 1 to 2 the pressure is isobaric. So 400 into change in volume from 2 to 1. 2 to 1 is 0.486. Okay, plus 2 to 3 is also expansion. So the P1 V1, I mean here it will be P2 V2. So P2 V2, what is P2? P2 is 4 bar 400 into V2 is 1.486 minus 100 into 4 divided by n minus 1. N minus 1 is equal to 1.4 minus 1. Okay, plus from 3 to 1. So this will be a minus because there is a compression here. In compression we can write it as 4 into 1 C, that is P into V, into ln of V2 by V1. V2 is equal to, here V2 is 1 and V1 is, we can actually add or V2 V1 is 1, V1 is 4. Okay, so we can calculate all the values here. Let's solve the middle numbers. 400 into 486 minus 400 divided by 0.4 plus 400 into 0.486 plus minus 4 into 4 का ln 680.4 minus 400 into 4 का ln. Okay, so this we will get 125.88. Okay, so this should be 400. Okay, so we get answer option A is correct. Okay, we will be moving to next question. Next question is again a linked question number 27 and 28. So it is asked that a certain balloon maintains an internal gas pressure of P naught is equal to 100 kilopascal until the volume reaches 220 meter cube. Beyond 20 meter cube, the internal pressure varies. P is equal to P naught plus 2 V minus V naught. Okay, as P is kilopascal, V is in meter cube. Initially, the balloon contains the helium gas 20 degrees Celsius at 100 kilopascal with volume of 15 meter cube. The balloon is then heated until the volume becomes 25 meter cube and the pressure is 100 kilopascal. Assume the ideal gas behavior. Okay, so we can say the pressure behavior of the gas is 100 kilopascal for V less than 20 meter cube. Okay, and we can say it is 100 plus 2 times V minus 20 का square if V is greater than 20 meter cube. Okay, so this is the relation of the volume of the pressure which we get, and since here we have got okay, so helium gas at 20 degrees Celsius, 100 kilopascal and 15 volume. The balloon is then heated until the volume reaches 25 meter cube and the pressure is 150 kilopascal. Assume the ideal gas behavior of the helium. Okay, find the temperature of the balloon in degrees Kelvin. Final temperature. Okay. Okay, so it is provided that at P1 is equal to 100 kilopascal, V1 is equal to 15 meter cube, T1 is equal to 20 degrees Celsius, that is 293 Kelvin. Similarly, it is provided at P2 when P2 is equal to 150 kilopascal, V2 is equal to 25 meter cube, and it is asked what is the temperature of T2. Okay, so from ideal gas equation, PV is equal to mRT. Since here m and r are constant, so we can say that PV by T is equal to constant is the most basic equation for a closed system. Okay, because in closed system mass will remain same and for a particular gas R will remain same. So we can do here is P1 into V1 divided by T1 293 is equal to P2 into V2 divided by T2. So we will be calculating these values. This will be closing, so we can get T2 is equal to 2.5 into 293, 732.5 Kelvin. Okay, so 733 Kelvin. This is the option D is correct. Now if we talk about question number, this is question number 27. Now if we talk about question number 28, so the work done by the balloon for the entire process. Okay, so for in case it is asked for entire process, the work done is given by integration pdv, but we can see that there are two steps. So at one step it is acting as constant pressure of 100 kilopascal and volume is up to 20 meter cube, the volume from 15 meter cube. Okay, so this is the constant pressure acting, plus after that there is a variation, and the variation is in terms of 100 plus 2 times of v minus 20 का square into dv from volume 20 to 25, 20 to 25. Okay, so let's complete it first. So here it will be first term will be 500 plus, after we integrate this, so on integration we will get 100v plus on integrating this 2 by 3 times of v minus 20 का cube. Okay, and we will get it from 20 to 25. Okay, now when we calculate the values, at 25 5 का cube minus 0, okay, into 2 divided by 3, okay, plus 1000. So the work done will be 1083 kilojoule. Okay, so option C is correct. Okay, for next question, it is again a linked question type. A football was inflated to a gauge pressure of 1 bar when the ambient temperature was 15 degrees Celsius. When the game started next day, air temperature of the stadium was 5 degrees Celsius. Assume that the volume of the ball remains constant. So we can like use PV is equal to MRT again, MRT, and here it is said that volume is same, mass and R will also be same, always same. So here we can say pressure is proportional to temperature. Okay, so it is our amount of heat lost by the air in the football and the gauge pressure of the air in the football it is stadium respectively. Okay, so in doing question number 29, we can first find the final pressure. So since initial pressure is 1 bar, divided by final pressure was P is equal to initial temperature was 273 plus 15 upon 273 plus 5. Okay, so 278 divided by 288. Okay, so we get from here pressure is equal to 0.965 bar. Okay, so this is the final pressure, and if we talk about the amount of heat which it has asked, amount of heat lost, so amount of heat lost can be calculated by calculating the since the constant volume is constant, so amount of heat lost will be mcv delta t. Okay, so here we can get m. What is the mass? So mass should be rho times of volume. What is rho? So density of air should be, we have also calculated density is equal to P by RT as we discussed it previously. So pressure is 100 kilopascal divided by R is equal to, so since the what gas is it? It is assuming it is air, so it is mentioned air, so 0.287 m into R into T. Temperature is 288. Okay, and CV is 0.718. 8.314. 0.700 is the value of Cv into delta T. Delta T is 15 degrees Celsius to minus 5 degrees Celsius. So 15 minus 5. 15 minus 5 is 10. Okay. So we will calculate this value. So 718 divided by 287 divided by 288 into 1000 is equal to okay, there is one thing I missed. So this is density into volume. Volume is 2500 centimeter cube, and for centimeter cube to convert in meter cube we have to multiply it by 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, so the answer will be 0.0217 itne kilojoule. Okay, and we can transfer it into 21.8 kilo into joule. This, so answer will be this. And for question number 30, it is mentioned the gauge pressure of air to which the ball must have been originally inflated so that it would be equal to 1 bar gauge at the stadium. Okay, so it is asked that original what is the pressure should be, so that like the final pressure on the next day was 0.965. so the pressure should have been 1 bar, so we can calculate by the same relation. This pressure should have been pressure that was on the previous that should have been on the previous day on the next day. Okay, it is written as this na, P1 by P2 is equal to T1 by T2. Okay, so the pressure rate, originally pressure rate was day 1, so we have to calculate it. Pressure P1 dash, let's say it, upon P2. P2 is, we know that it asked to be 1 bar, is equal to T1. T1 is since it was 15 degrees Celsius, 288 Kelvin, upon since on T2 it was temperature was 5 degrees Celsius, so it should be 278. So we will divide 288 divided by 278. We get answer 1 point. So P1 dash should be 1.036 bar. Okay, let me look. So this is correct. So nearest option is 0.07. So we will select this option. Okay. Now we will move to next question. For an ideal gas with the constant value of specific heat, constant value of specific heats for calculation of specific enthalpy. So for ideal gases, it is for any ideal gas, energy, any energy is a function of temperature only. Okay, so you should only know the value of temperature. You can calculate, like here it is asked specific enthalpy, so this will be Cp T. Okay, so Cp is the constant value, T you should know. Okay, on temperature, option A. Okay, now for question number 32, though heat is added during a polytropic expansion process for which gamma is greater than N is greater than 1. Okay, the temperature of the gas decreases during the process. Okay, so let's draw the diagram for question number 32. If we draw the PV diagram, V, pressure P. Okay, since it is polytropic expansion, so you should know that it is something like this. This is isothermal, this is isothermal, this is adiabatic, this is K is equal to 1, this is K is equal to gamma. Okay, now we are talking about if we have K is equal to N. Okay, K is equal to N. This is our polytropic process. So it is given that though heat is added during a polytropic expansion process for which the temperature of gas decreases. So we have been asked what happens to the temperature of the system. Okay, let's first correct the last question. I told you that there was some mistake, but I couldn't find it. So actually, in the pressure mentioned is gauge here. Okay, but in the case of ideal gas equation, the we shouldn't use the gauge pressure. We should use the absolute pressure. Okay, so let's say that. So since the atmospheric pressure is also 1 bar, okay, so we can add, you can use like this initial pressure to be 2 bar. Okay, now we will get the different pressure of 0.93 exactly. Okay, we will get the pressure of 1.93. Okay, 1.93. This is the absolute pressure. Okay, now if we have to reduce the gauge pressure, so gauge pressure should be absolute pressure minus, sorry, total pressure minus gauge pressure. So pressure gauge will be 0.93 bar. Similarly here also, initially we have taken P to be 100. Here we should take it 200. So the answer would be 434. Okay, so this should be the correct option, 43.4. Okay, okay, next in this part, next part we have taken here, we should take 2. So the option, so the answer would come to be 288 divided by 278 into 2 will be 2.07 bar. It is absolute, so for gauge it will be 1.07. Okay, so you should remember to convert temperatures from gauge to absolute and from absolute to gauge as per requirement. Okay, now this question, so for the polytropic processes which have n between 1 to gamma, so for these processes their work done by the system exceeds the heat addition. Okay, so the temperature of the to maintain the total energy balance, temperature of the gas decreases. We will further explore this topic in the next chapter, next lecture. Okay, so here I should just tell you the option is correct. The temperature gas decreases, and it happens due to the work done by the gas exceeds the heat added to the system. Okay, we will discuss this concept in the next lecture. Okay, now next move to the next question. Okay, so an imaginary engine receives heat and performs work on a slowly moving piston at such a rate that the cycle of operation of 1 kg of fluid can be represented as a circle of 10 centimeter diagram on PV scale. PV diagram. Okay, so it is mentioned that process is happening, performs work slowly moving piston such a rate that the operational cycle is 1 kg of fluid. It can be represented by circle. Okay, and circle having diameter is equal to 10 centimeter, and it is given that 1 centimeter is equal to 300 kilopascal, while y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 0.1 meter cube. The net work done. Okay, so work done will be area under the curve. Area is equal to pi by 4 into d square, 10 ka square, this centimeter square. Okay, so we will convert into kilopascal meter cube. Okay, so pi by 4 into 100 into 300 into 0.1 kilopascal meter cube. Okay, so we can calculate the value here. Wait a minute. Pi by 4, pi divided by 4 into 100 into 300 into 0.1. Okay, so we get work done value. Work done is equal to 2356.19 kilojoule. Okay, we will be moving to next question number 34. Question number 34 is a spherical balloon of 1 meter diameter contains gas of at 150 kilopascal. The gas inside balloon is heated until pressure reaches 450 kilopascal. During the process of heating, the pressure of the gas inside the balloon is proportional to the cube of the diameter. Okay, so it is mentioned that pressure is proportional to cube of the diameter. Okay, so okay, so it is mentioned that pressure is directly proportional to diameter cube. Pressure is proportional to diameter cube. Okay, find the work done by the gas. Okay, so we have to find the work done. So for work done, so initially pressure was at 150 kilopascal. Final pressure is 450 kilopascal. Okay, during this process of heating, now we can write that volume of or first we can draw a diagram for this. So the balloon having diameter of 1 meter is initially at 150 kilopascal and reaches P2 of 450 kilopascal. Okay, so volume of sphere is pi by 6 d cube. Okay, pi by 6 d cube, we can write pi by 6 d cube, and for small change in volume we can calculate it by using by differentiating it. On differentiating, we can write dv is equal to pi by 2 d square into dd. Okay, now this is initial diameter of 1 meter. Okay, and now you can write p is equal to k d cube. Okay, from here, again otherwise we can also do it in different way. Let's say delete this, and this will be 6. Using these two equations, we can say that volume is equal to pi by 6 p by k. Okay, so small change in volume, dv is equal to pi by 6k into dp. So the work done for a gas is integral p dv. We can write it as by integral p into pi by 6k into dp. We can be further written as pi by 6k into p square by 2. If we integrate it, it will be p square by 2, and having the limits from 150 kilopascal to 450 kilopascal. Okay, now if we solve this, so we will get work done as pi by 6k into p square by 2. Okay, so we can also take 2 out, so this will be 450 square minus 150 square. Okay, and we will get 180,000. Okay, 450 square minus 150 square. Okay, this will be 180,000. Okay, so we will multiply it by pi divided by 12, and we will get work done is equal to 47123.889 divided by k. For value of k, we can write it is in terms of for value of k, we can calculate it by p by d cube. We know that at 150 kilopascal, the diameter was 1 meter, so k is equal to 150. We can directly divide it by 150, and we will get the work done is equal to 314.16 kilojoule. Okay, so this is the solution for this question. I hope you get it. Next we will move to question number 35. it is mentioned that an ideal gas is heated at a constant volume until its temperature is 3 times. Okay, ideal gas is heated at a constant volume until its temperature is 3 times the original temperature. Then it is expanded isothermally. Okay, so first let's draw a diagram. Okay, so this is V, this is P. So we can see that first heated, it is heated, it means that its pressure is increasing from 1 to 0.2. Okay, so here temperature was T1, here temperature was T2 is equal to 3 times of T1 as it is mentioned here, and then it expands isothermally to reach until it is at original pressure. This is line, so it expands isothermally. Okay, so T is equal to constant 2.3 original pressure. The gas is then cooled at constant pressure until it's restored to the original state with constant pressure. So 3, 2, 1. So this is the complete cycle, and to complete this, so it is asked to represent the cycle on PV diagram, which we have already done. And next part is find the net work of for 1 kg gas. Represent net work in term of gas constant R and take initial temperature as 350 Kelvin. So T1 is equal to 350 Kelvin. Okay, so we have to calculate the net work. Okay, so work done net is equal to work done from 1 to 2 plus work done from 2 to 3 plus work done from 3 to 1. Okay, so from 1 to 2, since process is isochoric or constant volume, we can say total work done 0. From 2 to 3, we can calculate it by using PV C ln V2 by V1. Okay, so here we can use MRT. Okay, M for 1 kg R into T3. Value of T3 is equal to, sorry, value of T2 is equal to 3 times of T1. 3 into 350 ln of V2 by V1 or P2 by P1. Okay, so let's write it as P initial upon P final. Okay, we will calculate it later what is the value of P2 and P3 plus work done from 3 to 1. 3 to 1 is P3, sorry, P3 into delta change in volume. Change in volume is equal to V3 minus V1. Okay, so final minus initial, so I should write V1 minus V3 and we can so for process 1 to 2 we can say that pressure is constant volume, V is equal to constant, so pressure is directly proportional to temperature. It means that temperature at 2 divided by temperature at 1 is equal to pressure at 2 divided by pressure at 1 is equal to 3. That is 3 temperature at 3 divided by temperature at 2 divided by temperature at 1, which is equal to 2, which can be further equated by P2 by P3 since P1 is equal to P3. Okay, next we can see we can find next we can conclude it here. R into 3 into 350 ln of P2 by P3 is 3. Okay, plus now P3 into V1, we can write it in terms of R and T. Okay, so we can write it R into P3 into T1 minus T3. Okay, so now T3 is equal to T2 since the process is isothermal, and T2 is equal to 3 times of T1, so we can use it here and we can calculate the values 3 into 350 we can go to 3 2, this term the minus plus T1 350 plus 3 into 350 into 3 ln. So we will get answer is equal to 453.54 R. Okay, the unit is kilojoule. So this is our answer. Next we will move to question number 36. A piston cylinder device contains 0.05 meter cube of gas, initially 200 kilopascal. Then at this state a linear spring, which is spring constant of 150 kN per meter cube, is just touching the piston but exert no force on it. Now heat is transferred to the gas, causing the piston to rise to compress the spring until volume inside the cylinder doubles. Okay, so let's draw a piston cylinder arrangement here first. Okay, so let's say this is the cylinder, and here it has a piston, and on top of it there is a spring attached. Okay, now it is mentioned that initially, let's say this is location 1, this is location 1. At location 1 our P1 is equal to 200 kilopascal and V1 is equal to 0.05 meter cube. Okay, if this state and the linear spring constant is 150 kilonewton per meter, just touching but not exerting no force. It means that location 1 there is no spring force acting on the piston. The piston is completely held by this pressure only. Okay, now heat is transferred to the gas, causing the piston. Now we are supplying heat to the system. Okay, since we are supplying heat, what is happening, thus piston to rise and to compress the spring until volume inside the cylinder doubles. Okay, so at location 2, this is location 2. Okay, so we have been provided V2 is equal to twice of V1 is equal to 0.1 meter cube. Okay, now there should be some pressure P2 which we have to calculate, and we have been also given that area of the piston is equal to 0.25 meter square. Find the final pressure inside the cylinder and work done by the gas. Okay, so how can we do it? So let's first find this length. Okay, let's say this length be L, or let's say this length, okay, let's say it L1. Okay, so V1 is equal to A times of L1, and we can find from here L1 is equal to 0.05 divided by 0.25. L1 is equal to 0.2 meter. Okay, so here okay, so next what we should do is to obtain the pressure P2, we have to first balance the forces on the piston. Okay, so at condition 1, when the piston is condition 1, for condition 1, let's say the upward force is P1 into A. Okay, and the downward force is weight of the piston. Okay, so from here we can find weight of the piston is equal to P1, initial pressure which has the value of 200 kilopascal into area is 0.25. okay, the 0.25 into 200 kilopascal is equal to 50 Newton. So 50 Newton weight is acting on the piston. So if we consider the state 2, that is location 2 for the piston, so at location 2 there are three forces acting. First is P2 into A, second is weight of the piston, and third is spring force. Spring force value will be K into X, and the distance will be equal to L1. Okay, this distance is also L1, so distance will be L1. So we can equate it by P2 into 0.25 plus K. Value of K is given to be 150. 150 into 0.2, sorry, here it should be equal to 150 into 0.2 plus W is 50. Okay, so 50 plus 150 into 0.2, this is the downward force acting due to spring force, and divide by 0.25. So we got pressure P2 equal to 320 kilopascal. So we solved our first part. Final pressure inside the cylinder is 320 kilopascal. Okay. Next, it is asked for the work done by the gas. So for part 2, we can find work done by the gas. So let's consider system at some intermediate point. Let's say that we have considered an intermediate point between 1 and 2, when the displacement of the piston is by amount of x. Okay, so the upward force acting will be let's say P into A, original pressure P1 into A. Okay, and after a certain because this pressure is okay, so let's at any point the pressure acting, let's say pressure be P at X into A, and there will be weight of the piston W, and there is a spring force, value will be K into X. Okay, so these three forces will be acting, so we can write pressure at X into area is equal to W plus K into X. Okay, so we can calculate P at any position X to be like 50, so like weight is 50 divided by 0.25. Okay, plus K is our 150 divided by 0.25 into X is equal to, we can get the value of 200 plus here we can get 150 divided by 0.25, we will get 600 X. So this is the function of pressure which we will get for this system. Okay, to obtain the value of work, we can directly integrate this work is equal to PdV, so Px into dV, and we can further write it as Px into A into dx. On containing this, we will get we can take the area out 0.25, and if we integrate this equation, we will get 200 x plus 600 x square by 2 from, and x varies from, like we can see the x varies from 0 to L1, 0 to L1 0.02 0.2. Okay, so we if we substitute the value 0.25 into plus 360, we get answer to be 125. Okay. Sorry, there is some mistake here, I think I made. Sorry, it shouldn't be 60, it would be 0.2 square. So let me do it first. 0.2 square into 300, and it will be 12. Okay, so that was the mistake, is equal to 0.25 into 52 plus 40 into 0.25. Answer is work done is equal to 13 kilojoule. Okay, we can also do it in another way, that is a very simple way. Let me tell you about that also, so that you can decide which method you have to follow. Okay, so let me write it here. So whenever there is a linear spring, in the case of linear spring, what you have to do, that you just know from here that the pressure will be very linearly, okay. And so you will simply draw a PV diagram. We will you know from here that there is expansion, so volume will definitely increase, and due to the spring the pressure is also increased. So there is a initial you have been given with the initial condition, that is 200 kilopascal, and this is 200 kilopascal and 0.05 meter cube. And you know that from this location you just move to another location from point 1 to point 2, where the pressure just you have calculated, pressure is equal to 320, and the volume is as it is mentioned is doubled, so 0.1. okay. So to calculate the work done, this area under the curve will be your work done, okay. Okay, now since it is trapezoid, so work done will be half into sum of parallel sides. Sum of parallel sides will be 200 plus 320, 200 plus 320 into what would we multiply here, 200 into 320, sum of parallel side, into height is 0.05. okay, so let's just calculate the value. 200 plus 320 into 0.05, so this will give us 13 kilojoule, a single step solution, okay. But just you should know how to apply it, okay. Whenever there is spring, simply draw a PV diagram and calculate the area under the curve, okay. Now we will be moving to our next question. Fluid is confined in a cylinder by a spring loaded frictionless piston. Solid pressure in the fluid is linearly function of volume, as just is in last question, okay. Linearly internal energy of the fluid is given by equation this, where U is in kilojoule, P kilopascal, V in volume. If the fluid changes from initial state of P1 V1 to final state of P2 V2, we have been given with the values. Find the magnitude and direction of heat and work transfer, okay. So this question will include the first law of thermodynamics, so we will solve it later, okay. So we will close the today's session here, and on next lecture we will study about first law of thermodynamics and heat transfer equations for various processes, okay. And then we will come back to this question and few more questions which will be included in that chapter, okay. Thank you for